So this week, which is going on to what Monday, December 11th. I mean, 2023. This is the last week for my in person class. Well, I have to take an exam, so my finals is on a Saturday. That's that's December 16th, 2023, at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I'm supposed to get evicted, right? I'm supposed to be getting evicted on December 15th, 2023. And right now I'm completing my research paper, and also I had to complete my lab report before I end up getting kicked out of this apartment on December 15th, 2023. And, for the past months, I've been searching around Craigslist, around over different places on the websites. And my father kept telling me to go on Craigslist because his friend Tracy, she knows about it. So I went on Craigslist and I kept searching for months and months, and I'm writing everything down on a piece of paper of places that I saw on Craigslist. And I have I also have an attorney. She mentioned to write down all the places that I look for, and she mentioned to me that this is final. This is the final. By means for forgiveness, they cannot extend any time for me for living in my mom's apartment. December 15th is final unless I have proof that I'm going to move into a place to get some an extension. So let's talk about today. So early in the morning, I received a call from because I emailed the person yesterday, and I'm talking about the person that that I this is from a listing on Craigslist, right? So I found a place, a room, and it's a couple of blocks away from where I live, and I emailed the person. And the person, said, "Give me." They want my phone number. I gave them my phone number. So this morning, they called me. I'm like, wait, why they called me for? Why are they calling me? I'm tired because I'm only getting an hour of sleep. I'm up doing my research paper. I'm rushing to complete it as fast as possible. So I'm calling my father, and I said, "Wait, I know, I said to him, I think the people called me, but I don't, I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed by my schoolwork and the way I'm situated. And it seems that this program, right? Like, you know what the program what I'm referring to, the quantum computer, uh, doesn't want to give me a break, right? It wants to exhaust me." So my father said, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you stupid?" He goes back to doing what he did back in the first week of November of 2023, right? When he mentioned about me being stupid for not finding a place, I'm a big old man. And, he confronts me. Anyway, I called back the person, and from Craigslist, and he said to me that that he have a doctor's appointment at 2:30 p.m. So I'm like, what? Why didn't he inform me about it on December 9th, 2023? Because I had to confirm an appointment to meet up with the gentleman and his wife uh, today early in the morning. I mean, no, today in the afternoon. I mean, 12:30 in the afternoon. So I remember walking down to Parsons Boulevard, waiting for my father, and my father said he's running late because of the bus. And we got there, we rushed in there, and we saw the place. And the lady, the wife, which is his got this guy named Raffaello, his wife said to me and my father that they're gonna send an application for us, but they were supposed to the lady, right, Raffaello's wife said to me and my father that she's gonna check her card to see if there's any application. She came back and she said she doesn't have no application, so she said she's gonna email it to me tonight. So I checked at least 9:20. It was 9:20 or 9:30 p.m. And they mentioned that they don't, they're sorry. They says, they mentioned to me that there's that someone already left them with a deposit before. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So I called my father, and he said, no, they're judging you, right? Because they see that I'm African American and they're Italian. They may think that I'm up to no good. I may smoke marijuana because they live the neighborhood that the Italian people live in, right? Is not just is they're Italian, but they live with around Muslim people. But the neighborhood is the majority of people who live in that neighborhood is African American, and you see how they behave. So they're judging me because I'm African American. So they think that I might ruin their place. But I'm a civilized African American male, right? And I go to college. So as you can see here, this is my email. As you can see here, this person said, good evening, Andrew. The person who came to see the room before you just left a deposit, which makes absolutely no sense. Sorry, good luck with your research. Thank you. You know, that's some crazy stuff going on here. So when my father heard this, he said, that's some crazy stuff. He was like shocked that this is actually happening, that this is going on. Why is it that this is happening to me? He's like, what the heck? That's some crazy, that's some crazy stuff. And he said, you better go on Craigslist and search for more places. But, I searched for different places on Craigslist. Like, for example, I found like a place on Jamaica Estate, which is $750 the room. And I emailed the person 2 times, and they completely ignored me. And it was another time where I had, was it a few days ago, I contacted one of the people from Craigslist because, I texted them and they said they're going to text me back later, and they never did. They completely ignored me. So, this is the way I'm treated by these people, or the same way I'm treated with, when it comes to jobs. And there's also another problem. As I said earlier, I have finals, for a class in person, that's on the 16th. But the other final, this is gonna, I have two finals, right? One on the 19th, that's a Tuesday. December 19th is a Tuesday. One on the 20th, that's a Thursday. Um, and I have internet, and I could purchase. I have a, what do you call it? I have a mobile device where I can be able to share internet with my electronics, like my Chromebook and my laptop. I have a hotspot, a mobile hotspot device. So I would pay for it to access the Blackboard, but it's really overwhelming. So it seems that this program in this machine is interested in derailing me from finishing college. Like I said back in November, November 23rd, and also November 16th, going on to 17th of 2019. You know, I tried. I worked so hard. I went to school, and I knew. If you see my GPA, I worked so hard with my classes, and this program is just wants to derail me. It doesn't want me to get my degree, my bachelor's degree, so I can have a career. It wants me to stay in the same category, right? Applying for jobs, and no one's. I'm talking about, right, the category that I was in, right? The same category where I was, living in a shelter with my mom and my sister. But this time, my mom and my sister are not here. My sister completely ditched me because she, started having beliefs about me. She said that me and her don't communicate. Um, my mom, said to me before she passed away, once before she passed away, that she's gonna die. She said I should have got a job a long time ago, and I questioned her. How would you know you're gonna die? Did you go see the doctor? And she would confront me and tell and make and she would confront me and insult my intelligence, saying that I'm so stupid. Everybody gets old and die, but she's talking like she's gonna die right away, right now. That day that she said it to me, she said she's acting like she's gonna die. The same time she's saying it to me. And a few days later, my sister also, came in the was it yeah that was June 20th 21st. So a few days after that, my sister came inside the apartment, screaming that mom only have a few months to live. And I was questioning my sister. What do I questioned my sister. I asked her a question. I said, "What do you mean by that?" She locks the door. She locks her room, and she opens her door, and she went straight to the bathroom. I'm asking her, "What do you mean?" And I asked my mom, "What does Christina, my sister, my Christina means? What she's talking about?" My mom said, "Oh, Christina's been acting crazy all day." So I tried so hard to keep up with my school, and I feel like this is what it does to me. It makes everything occurs at the same time. It makes people don't show interest in doing anything with me. Uh, I work so hard every single day. I'm really close to finishing my class. This is my last week for my in person class. Right, I had to take the exam, and that's it. I go there in person, take the exam, and that's it. And it wants to derail me. But my attorney said that they wouldn't be able to kick me out on the 15th. I would have at least a week or two. They can't kick me out during the holidays. So possibly it would be January. I might, get out of this apartment, or possibly December 15th. They may actually end up putting a lock on the door, and I would not be able to get out the house, the apartment. I mean, on December 15th. And if I end up leaving the apartment and it's locked, I won't be able to come in, and I'll be locked out outside. So it's fixed. I tried hard to actually, I tried so many times to find solutions to actually avoid that situation. I'm talking about, staying in this apartment and not being able to pay anything because I'm a full time college student, and avoiding living here. Told my mom I don't want to live in New York City, and tried finding classes that works with what's going on here. It works with this situation because I'm already aware that the program wants to derail me with with finishing my college. It doesn't want me to get my bachelor's degree. Got me left back two times in elementary school using the using my classmates' behaviors and my teachers' behaviors. Made it look like that there's something wrong with me, and there's nothing wrong with me. And my father's calling me crazy because I said I'm up all night doing my schoolwork. That's not right to be put in this predicament. I'm a civilized human being, and I'm treated worse than a criminal and a terrorist. Like, I'm not supposed to have no place to live, so I guess I'm not supposed to live in an apartment. I'm not supposed to be living in a shelter because I remember my mom was employed, and my mom had like 15,000 dollars in her book bag, and was it her pocketbook. And she said that she's having trouble finding a place because they want a certain amount of money. They want you to make a certain amount of money, and the amount she's making is not enough. Even though she's making $21 an hour, they're very petty people. And the shelter case worker, or you could say case manager, said to my mom and me that we overdid our stay back in August 2019, and that we're gonna end up getting kicked out the shelter because we stayed there too long, and I had not, especially me, I had not made any progress. But my mom is still, she's employed and she had money, and they want us to send us back to Path, where you had to sit there for hours. You had to sit in this building with a whole bunch of other homeless people that may experience domestic violence. They may have mental illness, disability, because there's disabled people there too. And you just sit down in this place for could be 15 hours, could be 24 hours, could be 2 days. While a worker who's there, who's checking, trying to find ways to actually see if you approve to go to a shelter or not. And if you're not, they just put you in probably a hotel or a motel for a few weeks, and you have to see where you go from there on out. It's ridiculous. Some people just don't have enough paperwork, and some people do have paperwork, but the problem is that the shelter could be full. But anyway, This is worse. It you see, this is what it wanted. This is what the program wanted, and it seems like my holiday is gonna be ruined. Uh, you know, getting finding a place in New York City is very difficult. My sister, on the other hand, she had a she knows people from her job. She her job is her old school, her old high school, and she knows the staff there, and the staff knows her. So the staff found her a basement where she can rent, and it's not only that she's renting it is at a discount price because the people, the staff members knows her, and they know the man who owns the house. So they gave her a cheap discount. And my sister haven't spoke to me since July 31st, 2023, since the Monday. I mean, July 31st, 2023, the Monday. Um, I'm just gonna come try to finish off my research paper. I don't know. I'm gonna concentrate on that. It's this is a repeat. Just like it did to me with my mom. No one, no, not a single one of my family. During was it my mom's funeral was on February 18, 2023. I was a Friday, and not a single one of my family, including my sister, said if I'm going to see, going to my mom's funeral. They didn't even bother with me. They just left me completely clueless. And the next day or so, they just said they're gonna cremate her, and that's it. And my sister just showed me, some sort of vase, and I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what the heck is that, you know. So I remember, questioning my sister. Said, "What is that?" She said, "That's our mom." I'm like, huh? I never seen nothing like that before. I'm confused. If you see a blue vase and you're trying to figure out what is that? Is is that supposed to be like a souvenir? What is that? I don't understand. I never seen nothing like that before until my sister gave me context and say, "Oh, that's our mom." Though they were mentioning about her getting cremated, and there's just to, show the program wants to show that it has that is omnipotent, and it can pretty much remove people and put people in situations where it's making it humanly impossible for them to actually create solutions because the program, right, it designs artificial minds for people. They like my professor said, Mr. Juan, my anthropology professor, he said that everybody can't be thinking, everybody is not supposed to be sane. Rich people, middle class people, poor people, they all have to have, they have to be unstable in order for them to continue living, right? I'm like, what kind of talk is that? To continue being rich, to continue being poor, and being in middle class. I'm like, what kind of talk is this? And I'm looking at the way how my family behave and the rest of the people. I'm like, yeah, that is true. And I had a person on the internet who said the same exact, gave me the same exact response as my professor. But the professor just said it to the class, not just me, the whole entire class. But this is what it wants, right? And that's why I said to my mom, I don't want to come here. I kept at my end, and I had to be, I had to get derailed. And it seems that if I even had a job, the job that I would get I wouldn't be able to make enough money to actually get a place. The people are very petty. They see that I'm African American. They think really low about me because of the way they, perceive the African Americans around them. And then I saw on TV that I'm civilized. I don't put any marijuana in my, I don't smoke marijuana. I don't drink liquor. I'm well behaved. I don't have a criminal record. And I had to be treated. I feel like I'm treated worse than a criminal because I see criminal. I see a person who just came out of jail. Someone who mentioned it was in jail, and they were able to get a job, and I can't even get a job, and they were able to have a girlfriend. I wasn't able to get a girlfriend. I remember this guy, and I remember I was standing on Jamaica Avenue trying to use the free Wi-Fi station, and this guy said he did something. to, I think either his girlfriend's family daughter or, or his cousin. I'm not even able to do. It's like I'm not. It's like I'm not wanted. You know, like someone doesn't want that feeling. Someone doesn't want me to do anything. They just want me to stay in the same category. And when I actually look at how the way I was situated, I was correct. Everything that I said in my notes happened the way I described it when I was in Florida. Uh, that's why I go on the internet and talk about these experiences. And I know people online would tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist. So they said, "Oh, you should go to school." I had professionals in person because I had people online would tell me, "Go seek a professional." Go seek professional. Get a professional to help you get a job, or get professional help because they may think that that I'm not sane, but I'm completely sane enough to continue going to school and being able to get my work done. And all of a sudden now I had to be derailed, right? That's not that the way I'm situated based off of the way that people behave is definitely not sane. Something's wrong with the way that people behave towards me, and it shows that their behavior and their beliefs about me and the beliefs about the people around them affects me as a human being. So since they have this disruptive behavior and these illogical thoughts, it's affecting me from being able to finish school. Wow. Uh, I was up all night. I'm a bit tired. I did it when I came back from outside around 3 p.m., 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I went to sleep and I woke up like 6 or 7 because I'm up all night. And my father's saying you better keep looking at Craigslist, but Craigslist is very the listing are I don't see much listings as before, right? As it get close to the holiday, it's very limited. So it's like it's like, hey, this guy is gonna be thrown in the streets during the holiday, during Christmas time. So it reminds me of my mom. She left to go to the hospital on December 23rd, at least 2 days before Christmas, and we didn't get to spend no holiday together. She was in a hospital during Christmas time, and I was just in bed, sick, and I couldn't get up, and I was in pain, and I had and I had stomach aches because of the COVID. I kept going to the bathroom because I had diarrhea, and I keep having headaches. I tried to actually have the strength to talk to my mom, and I didn't have the strength to do that. I said to my mom on the phone, you're gone. You're this. That's it. You know, this is what the stuff. I told her that's what this program wanted. My mom was telling me, "Oh, you know, well, don't you think like that? That's not gonna happen." I'm like, you don't know. You don't really know that. How would you know you're not gonna live? And I said to my mom, "I'm gonna go to Florida and just leave this place behind because New York City is no good." I have not. Every time I do something good for myself in this city, I always keep getting derailed. I got close to getting a job at Target, and I remember the next day, I had a person call me on the phone, but it was too late to call them back. And I called them early in the morning, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry." No, they didn't say. They said to me that they never heard us, my phone number or my name. And then a few minutes later, they sent me an email saying, "We're sorry, we're unable to hire you at this current time." Oh, maybe that's its objective. Maybe it's to isolate me and make me give up, right? Derail me, and I have how many classes left? I have 7 classes left after if I pass these classes. You know, I have an A in one class. I have an A plus in another class. I know my grades probably a B in a different class or a B plus. I kept up my end, and it seems that it wants to derail me like it did when I was a kid in school. Got me left back 2 times and derail me from getting a job like it usually does. Nothing works. You know, And I'm just gonna try to complete my research paper. Just get at least get it done. I'm gonna be up till morning, and I have to go outside to get. My father told me to go outside to get a daily news to look at the listing. This is funny. The program funny got to me. What I mean is funny trying to get me derailed. It wants me to finish to just drop out of college and continue putting me in the same category, applying for jobs endlessly and no one showing interest in hiring me. I'm a good person, never hurt no one, never killed anyone, and this is how to be treated. Maybe he wants me to, kill myself. Probably that's what it wants, to give up in life. And it's doing it to other people, not just me. And that's how it learns, because the reason why it can do this to me, because it learns from other people. It learns how it did it to other people, right? So hey, I did this to this other person, let me do this to this guy, and let me actually remap the environment, because that's his way of adjusting, and put me in situations where I don't know what to do. And this is one of the situations that I was trying to avoid. I already knew about this situation a long time ago, since I was in Florida, and that's why I was warning my mom about coming here. I told her, she doesn't understand, and I recorded that I recorded that yeah, as you can see on YouTube. Put that here. You can see my mom here. I told her that she wouldn't know what to do. I told my mother, if you come here, you wouldn't understand the situation. And she keeps repeating the same response to me, that I spent 7 years not wanting to work. And she ignored the fact that Kissimmee is a tourist area, right? And that it's really difficult for anyone to get a job. But she knows that the place, the businesses just dies off. I said to not go to New York and go up, or no, New York City, go up to state New York or New Jersey. Here is worse, and you need to have a family, or a friend. You need to be well acquainted with people here in New York City to be able to live here. Nothing works. So this is how the program does it. That's why I put my information on my bio here. I never had a job, partner, or income, and sabotage me in elementary school. Made it look like I have some sort of learning disability and language disorder. And this is what it wanted. My sister didn't have no problems getting a job, and she's what, 19 years old. I mean, I've been applying for jobs since I was 19. The only job I was able to get was being self-employed, right around 19 years old. But the people online sabotaged me. They said that my content about video games my content is illegal, because they don't want me to talk about video games. Some people got jealous of me. They got jealous of my website. That's what I mean. I was making. They see that the value of it is, the net worth of my website is a lot, and it was getting heavy traffic. They know I was, banking off of people. There was heavy traffic. Lots of people signed up on my referral link. So I may do a recording early in the morning. Uh, it's crazy that it wants to derail me. This is what I was talking about. I said that November 2019. Pass or fail, fail. I said that November 23rd, 2019. Pass or fail. Its objective is to derail me from finishing school. It wants me on the streets. And my father doesn't really sound like he could help me. He said, I'm going to look around to put me here in this spot. I work so hard every single day going to school, and I'm close to graduating because I'm a senior, and I have to be in this situation. Oh man, it really shows that this tells me that the way that people behave in this environment is really bad. That's what it means. Toxic, really toxic. So this is it for this video. Thank you for watching.